Hi there, this is Sam with Bulldog Rooter. Today I'm doing a video inspection at the main line at 3148 East 16th Avenue in Spokane, Washington. And it is November 4th, 2016. So what we're looking at right here is the city sewer inside the street. If I pull back a little bit, we'll actually see the end of the pipe itself. And it looks like it goes into a 6-inch concrete, which is pretty normal to be in the street. And what we've got going on is this concrete, what happens is it's usually in 2 to 5 foot sections, and over time you'll see the concrete kind of settle in the ground a little bit, and that's where roots start to intrude. So you can kind of see like a root right there on the top left hand corner of the screen kind of going down the pipe. And then right here you have a separation. It's not too terrible of one, but roots are definitely going to get in that spot. Section there. And then right here we go into concrete into 4-inch tile, which is what the line's actually made up of. The tile itself, when I went through it, just pushed through it, looks like it's in really good condition. Very, very minor separations. It'll separate just like the concrete. And there's really only one spot with root intrusion. You got just a tiny little bit right there. Those stuff actually might be just loose itself, kind of going in the line, but here's this spot we're coming up on it. So right there is the most roots we're kind of seeing in this line. You can see that they just kind of let themselves run all the way down the pipe a little bit, and it's coming in at that section. You can see all water is pulling up. That can definitely create a blockage and have an issue. This is really the only reason I suggest you guys get this cabled out once a year, just to make sure that these roots don't grow up. And it'd be a good idea. Yeah. Most likely. Yeah.
How much is that to get that cleaned out?
The video inspection itself is $275, and then the main line I could put it at half price, so it'd be $86.50 on top of the $275.
To take the roots out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Plus we have the roots taken out.
Yeah, like 90% of the roots are gone. That's really the only section that there's even an issue. The main problem with those roots is the actual bottom of the pipe, so anytime everything's flush, it's going to be catching right there. So we're pulling back here in the tile. The line itself is about 75 feet long. You can see just very, very minor root intrusion. That's a seam right there. It's not really that separated. More of a seam, just not really separation at all. No cracks or anything in the pipe. You can see this is kind of what a separation looks like. The bottom part of the pipe right here is where stuff can, get caught up, but that's a very, very minor one. It's not really going to cause any issues. And we got just like the tiniest little bit of roots there. That's probably from somebody cabling it out. You're still in tile pipe. You can see that's separated right there. The bottom of the pipe is actually towards the left-hand bottom corner of the screen, so that stair steps down. It's not really obstructing any water flow, so stuff will definitely get by that fine. Right here we have a separation with a little bit of root growth inside of it. It's definitely been cut out. That's why it's just very tiny. It could have looked worse earlier. And those are just really, really thin roots. This is the reason I suggest you get this cabled out once a year, just to make sure those thin ones don't grow back. Those are pretty thin as well. A little separations, kind of just offset, but definitely not too bad. More thin roots. We're seeing all these chunks in the pipe. That's just from the cast iron. Right here we switch from cast iron, from tile to 4-inch cast iron, which is inside the house. It's in most houses this age. You'll see it gets just rusted a little bit, and you see some rust chunks every once in a while. Nothing too major or anything like that. Alrighty, and then right here we're popping out to clean out. And that's the picture of the clean out right there. And once again, that was Sam with Bulldog Rooter, and that was your video inspection.